We've had conversations before on our platform here about relationships, particularly interracial relationships. Um, but we haven't really talked about it from the perspective of the desires or the various desires that a woman might have in the context of a traditional relationship and what her expectations are of a man and whether those expectations are reasonable or if she could truly be deemed a gold digger. So this video is something I don't know who shared this. I don't know if Z shared this or I don't know if you shared it, but I thought it would make for some good conversation for us to talk about because we definitely haven't tackled uh this aspect of the of the relationship discussion. So check this out.
Personally, that's what I grew up knowing and learning, that a man is supposed to provide for you. They're supposed to be there to make your life easier. So if you're not doing anything to make my life easier, why am I with you?
This conversation before on this show, and I said I'm never paying a woman's rent.
Okay, that's you. I personally wouldn't be with you, but you'll find a woman that will be with you. I wouldn't be with you.
I'm just never doing that.
Like that's fine.
Because
you don't have to.
No, and because I live good too.
No, I feel you. You
imagine me paying $25,000-$3,000 rent, and then I'm paying $25,000-$3,000 rent for that's.
I feel you. I understand where you're coming from, but I require something different. If my man has his own apartment and he's paying up $2,000, I do expect him to pay my rent too, and that's just what I require.
So, and what happens when that transaction happens? Does it mean that he can dictate to you who comes over? And
why would he do that? He has his own place.
Because
he's paying my rent because he wants to, not because I'm holding a gun against his head.
I'm not saying a gun against his head.
And if he don't want to keep me around, he don't gotta pay my rent. Bye.
So if you don't pay your rent, that's it. You're not together.
If you're not helping me with 90% of the things I need help with, why here? Because I'm like, I can do it for myself. So then why are you here?
A few moments later.
I am a great woman. I know how to clean. I know how to cook. I know I can provide everything a man needs.
What if you don't need that?
Then he could be with the guy.
No. Why would you?
What do you mean he doesn't need a woman to be there
no, what I'm saying is, the cook and the clean.
So we're gonna eat out every day?
If you're not struggling, then why do I have to pay 90% of the bills? If you're not struggling, if you could pay all your bills, then why am I paying 90%?
Why am I you?
Because you like me and
you like me enough to pay my bills.
Yeah, but that's now we're not talking about love. We're talking about finances, though. We're not talking about love, because if you like me and then you fall in love with me because I look the way I'm the man you see yourself with. You say, I like the way this man looks. I like his build. I like his size. He's romantic. He's romantic. He listens when I speak. He listens. So he has some emotional. He could balance himself. He could show me emotion when I need him to. So he has balance in that. He's not acting like a bitch. And.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna keep going with that, but yeah, I thought it was a very interesting conversation, and I wanted to get y'all thoughts on it. So, just off the top of your head, what's your thoughts about this young lady and her position?
Maul or me? Who wanna go first? Maul?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Me?
I don't want to say shit. I gotta say. Good.
I think I had a situation where I was doing a study on human behavior, and I noticed that, like, about driving a bus, like, it was a girl that, saying she was deemed pretty, or she was deemed what the society would deem her as pretty.
Okay.
And she would never pay to get on the bus because the lesser of the two cuties would pay for her, or some other guys will pay for her, but she never paid to get on the bus. And
so whatever guy she was with, that he would
girl.
pay. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. They're gay. Okay.
No, she did. She doing what most.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Break this down, bro. So I started questioning, like, who told you that you was pretty? she's been told pretty. She's been told that she's been pretty for all her life.
Yeah.
And from her being pretty, she's adored. She gets gifts. And then she gets to a certain age where, you know, because how they say that, you know, women develop more before men. You know what I'm saying? Women develop in bodies before men.
Yeah.
But women don't develop in minds before men. You know what I'm saying? Because you're
gonna have some people, you're gonna have some women challenging that. Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. Like women get stuck at 16 because of the beauty of their body.
Okay.
And their face, or how they beat their face with makeup and the way their hair. You see how her nails are like dragging and everything like that. So she thinks in her mind that she's a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that bad bitch era, you know, and people like, you know what I'm saying, appease to that bad bitch era.
Right.
Because she might have a fat ass, and you know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a fuck if you walk retarded. If you got a fat ass, you getting something from somebody. You could be ugly and have a fat ass. You getting somebody for somebody. You think, you know, you could walk retarded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're gonna get something from somebody. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, because your beauty or the attributes and what media is portraying as beauty, you know what I'm saying? And the clothing that sexualizes the women at a young age. You know what I'm saying? And if they play sports, they have, you know what I'm saying, that particular posture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their mindset is stuck there. They know that they can get what they want because they got that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they remain in that era of never getting denied. Somebody's gonna appease to them. You know what I mean? That's why she has this shitty ass attitude.
Yeah,
until
she has a very bad attitude. I agree.
Yeah. Until she's hit that Octavia Spencer on level when she hits that wall.
Right.
No, the problem is a lot of these women. I mean, to offend nobody what I'm about to say, man, but I'm about to say the real shit you ever heard right now. The problem with the new era is the parenting and how a lot of these young girls' daddy's probably not around, you know, to teach them God in the right way. Like, baby, you ain't got to sell your body. I got you. If you want to buy a car, I got you a car. Just finish school. Be a lawyer, a doctor. There's so many different type of men you could meet. But these hoe-ass daddies raising these hoe-ass daughters got the game fucked up. So now these hoe-ass girls juggle men with no direction, with airheads. They're not investments. Message for some of you niggas that think with y'all dick. You know what I'm saying? They not investments. What you gonna get back in the long run from them when you spend all your money into them? You dig what I'm saying? So what they doing is they have no direction of what the fuck they really want. So they juggle men's time and money, not preserving their beauty, their presence, and their aura and their energy. So they spread their energy with other niggas. That's why you got this wave of these young dumb niggas, because the game done changed. Now it's a lot of estrogen and testosterone being switched. Women are taking in more testosterone, sucking and swallowing more dick than ever nowadays. And niggas is sucking and eating more pussy than ever nowadays. So they taking more estrogen. So the roles is turning, but the tides is turning. So the whole shit is miscombobulated. Nobody's there to teach these little nappy-headed kids, or whatever these kids, whatever they are. Just 1 second pause. How to direct themselves. So more women feel like they could show their body. They could get more with their body than their brain. And if and as a race, like if that's what it come to, as most of our women, I don't even want to be in this country. If that women are allowed that much freedom, if my women could be like, I know I may not be the most preserved peach in the motherfucking tree. You dig what I'm saying? But the apple, the woman, the queen, right? They tainted.
Yeah.
They bobbleheads.
What you gonna say?
And to Shorty, she's I forgot. I think she's an airheaded bobblehead. Like that's what I would have called. That'd have been her nickname. She's an airheaded bobblehead with no investment plans of being an investment.
Yeah.
I think. Go ahead, D. If you got something to say, go for it.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say is I think I feel a little bit different than both you guys. My take on it is that her expectations are somewhat they appear to be traditional, and I think what she's saying, funky ass attitude notwithstanding, I think what I'm getting from her is that she prefers to be in a relationship where it's very traditional, and if a man is taking care of himself, she expects him to take care of her equally, while um, she does her part in the traditional sense of a woman in terms of what that looks like. Now, here's the thing, though.
I hear that the first part, the
Yeah.
second part I don't hear.
Wait, but
I'm not paying your bills.
wait. Let
If
me
I can
finish.
find a picture of you
Let me
showing
wait.
the cleavage on
Let me
Instagram,
finish.
like
Let me
you bitch, you're
finish.
not worth it. I'm gonna pay your bills, but have your body being shown on
No.
Hold on, hold on. Let him finish. Let him
Let
finish.
me finish. Let me finish. The issue with her position is that, and this is the issue that I think for a lot of young women and guys too, for that matter, when they go into these relationships now, the relationship is transactional. So it's not about us building something together. It's about what I can get from you now, and then based on what you give me now, that dictates how I'm gonna feel about you later. You know what I mean?
That's what everybody are.
Yeah, and that's horrible though, right?
It's extreme. It's go ahead, D. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, and that's horrible though, right? Because how many people, good, and I'm not just talking about dudes, young guys or young girls, are focused, and they might not have much now, but they're focused and they're willing to commit to whatever it is, whatever goals that they have set for themselves, and they're willing to dig in over the next couple of years to get to where they got to go. Right. So ideally, you want to find somebody that's going to be there to dig in with you. They're going to hustle it out with you, fight it out with you. And then together in the future, you can enjoy the spoils of your efforts. You know what I mean? But now these young folks, it seems like as she's shown, the shit is very much transactional. So it's like, if you taking care of yourself now, right? And the guy is doing this, that, and the other for himself now, then I expect you to do the same for me if you feeling this way for me. But the problem is that, what are you doing for me? Right? Because as the dude, if I'm shelling money out and I'm paying your rent, listen, presumably if I can pay $3,000 a month for my rent and pay $3,000 for your month, $3,000 a month on your rent, it means that I'm likely to be a high earner, which means that I've got a lot of options. So why should I focus on you when I can find another woman or a bunch of different women that their expectations are not as high and they don't put the stress?
Because of
First
the
of all,
dynamic. Hold up,
wait.
Yeah, like, because of the dynamic of pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty. You just have to look pretty, and you expect to get the world. You know what I'm saying?
So pretty is the currency then.
Pretty is the currency. There's nothing else. Like,
but hasn't it always been no op?
No. It was a Cinderella story.
Okay.
Which Disney promoted. You know what I mean? And it was like, this chick is a bum ass chick or a stepdaughter. You know what I mean? Or coked up in the forest and everything like that. And since she overdosed, and here come a prince out of nowhere, either saving these bitches. You know what I'm saying?
No, wait, don't come on, we can't be cursing. We gotta forget. We can't be cursing.
All right, excuse me.
We got viewers. We can't be
thank you.
Calling women
be. Because you making me go in. So like, Snow White was a cokehead. You know what I mean? Was in the forest with these druggies. You know what I'm saying? These 7 different druggies and everything like that. And you know what I mean? And somebody gave her something and slipped her something, and she ended up, you know what I mean? Not Sleeping Beauty, but Snow White, you know what I'm saying? She was wilding too. And then Cinderella, you know what I'm saying? She was a bum. She was a bum chick. You know what I mean? and she met up with a pimp, and the pimp got her right, you know what I mean? And then she out here going, and because she was pretty and she looked pretty and she looked at that part, you know, she ended up getting a high value dude, you know, and then they lived happily ever after and stuff. I don't know if he was beating her after that or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just ended the story, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But it's
that's
like those mentalities was pushed in our girls for so many years. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, you know, okay, like a man is like, you know what I'm saying, the OG women, our OGs, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them OGs like that, a man is supposed to sweep me off my feet. You know what I mean?
Right.
And don't get me wrong, women are supposed to have standards.
Yeah.
Do you understand, man? Let's be clear on that.
Yeah.
Like individually, they're supposed to have standards of who they're supposed to be mating with. But you
Yeah.
have to understand that you are carrying the man's last name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That means that you are with him. You're under him. You're under his leadership. You can't talk about that dynamic and expect to do. The dude has got to get on his knees to marry you to say, hey, I want you to be with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the other cats that you got out here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You finally commit to this one individual.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now you on my program.
Yeah.
Because you have my last name. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get you. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I'm laughing quick. I'm laughing because you're gonna get a lot of women in the comments, dude.
Let them talk. Look, Jalen Walker, more than likely. I know you're gonna talk trash about me, but it's
going
like
there right now, man.
Yeah, but you're under the man's last name now. What I'm looking at and I'm finding interesting is the women now are actually bowing and getting on their knees for their men.
I think that's
like
dope.
Chrissy Lampton started that trend, you know what I'm saying, with Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, you know, yeah, I want to be your wife.
Yeah.
That's a different ring to it, ain't it?
Yeah. No, it's dope.
It doesn't seem masculine because we're so like conditioned to believe that we supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like we're the prize.
Yeah.
It's really gonna get them. We're the prize. Because there's not a lot of men out there no more.
Yeah.
A lot of these men are down low brothers.
Right.
Which is gonna segue to the topic that I want to talk about.
Okay.
They're doing a long time in prison.
Yeah.
A lot of these women are polyamorous because they have multiple children's fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
But their selection of being pretty is what caused them, it created them to be in a situation.
Yeah.
A lot of these young girls that got the bodies and stuff like that, they're getting groomed by older men.
Yeah. But you know what though? In all fairness, though, I've seen some women that have not been that attractive, right? And they carry on just like this young lady in the video we just.
They got fat asses, bro.
But then you know, beauty. The perception of beauty is very much subjective, right? So the woman carries herself that way because that's how when she looks in the mirror, she sees that she's deserving of that. And that's cool. The only issue that I have with this is that. Why? What you mean?
You mean that but why I would like to know why she believes that she deserves that.
So you say, oh, well, because if as a person, right, we all have standards, right?
Yeah,
and expectations of how we want to live and how we want people to treat us. I'm not saying that they're always reasonable, right? And I'm not even saying that they're always agreeable, right? But people have, be it delusional or not, they have their own expectations about how they want to be treated and how they want to be provided for in the context of the relationship. Right. So in this case,
I wonder where that came from.
I think it's
for the origin of it. But go ahead though.
It came from them hoe ass daddies. It came.
No, I don't think so.
Daddies not being around for little girls.
More, let me challenge that though.
Just like these little men, these little bastards out here that's running around here doing all these crimes. A lot of them messed up in the game because they ain't got no dad, no uncle.
Well, Maul, let me challenge that.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me challenge that, because here's a scenario for you. You have a man that is a man in every sense of the word, right? He's married. He plays his role in his household. He's supportive to his lady. He takes care of the stuff he has to take care of. The two of them, they have children. One of those children is a daughter, right? And that daughter has been treated as a princess by her father for the entire duration of her life, up until she reaches adulthood. Right? Pops is taking care, moms and pops, but she knows her father to be the one that she can go to. Dad, I need this. Dad, I want a car. Dad, I want this. And dad is like, all right, I'm gonna figure it out. Right? We'll get it done. Dad always delivers. So by the time she reaches adulthood and she moves out and she goes out on her own and she starts dating, right? She has this image of what manhood is, right? And what positive manhood is according to her upbringing. And I'm not saying that it's reasonable or it's even agreeable, but based on her upbringing, she has this idea and this image of what she wants based on how her father was to her. You know what I mean? So I don't think we could challenge that, and I don't think we could say that it's because men are not doing something right. I think it's in some cases women have these expectations because they've never had a relationship like that before, where a man comes through over and over again. So it's like, when I get to adulthood, this is what I need from the man that's in my life, right? And that could be transactional.
You're saying in some cases on the aspect of her having a father.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it could be twofold, right? Because expectations can be formed from a bunch of different circumstances and experiences, right? So on one side of the experience, you might have a young lady where she grew up in a fatherless home. She doesn't know what it's like to have a positive male role model, but she's seen the image projected over and over again. And when she reaches adult, I don't know, media, maybe the church, maybe, you know, her grandfather, or not, that's not a good, because that's male, but you know, her friend's father, whatever, right? But then on the other side of that example, you have a young lady, like I just explained, which she grows up in a home where her father's present. She has a male positive role model. Pops does everything. He comes through. He's been reliable. She gets to adulthood and she's like, no, this is what I want because I've seen this image my entire life and I'm not deserving of anything less than that.
That's some
cases. But here's the thing. This is an example of two examples, both being true, right? And both being right and exact. Neither one is wrong. It's based on what the expectations are.
The journey of that individual person.
The journey of that individual person. You know what I mean?
On that.
So with this, and let me close this out with this perspective. So with this young lady, I agree she has a funky ass attitude, right? And she is the perfect depiction of a lot of young ladies that I see now, that when you talk with them, you can't get a word in edgewise because they're going to over talk you because they're so broken inside that they don't understand that in order for us to reach a place of mutuality and resolve, we both have to have a discussion, right? And that discussion is going to be the thing where on both sides we're sharing perspectives and we're going to arrive at a place that's mutual, and either we agree to disagree or we both agree. You know what I'm saying? But if we continue to deal with shit like this with these type of attitudes, we're not going to get anywhere. You know what I mean? And that's the problem with that sister. I'm not saying I have a fault with her expectations, because her expectations are her expectations. And if she can get them, she can get it. She should get them. But the attitude has to change. Go ahead.